Okay, so our next step is to take our damask and we're going to apply graphite to the back of it. You can see I've already started this, so I'm just going to go ahead and finish. And the reason why I'm applying the graphite on the back is to make it easier to transfer. So I know a lot of you know how to do this, but for those of you who don't, we're going to put graphite on the back, and then when we flip it over and position it, that graphite will transfer my design. So I can go ahead and erase the lines and the grid that I've drawn now that I have my hand sketched out here. So I would take a few minutes to do that. Hopefully you drew light so it'll remove pretty easily. We are going to add colored pencil to this, so it will cover up a good bit, but it will definitely make it easier. Your grid is really just meant to be the guidelines there, so be careful you don't erase the rest of your image, and I can go back around later in more detail and clean up the image that I have here. But for now, just going to remove that portion. So I have graphite on the back. I'm going to go ahead and position this. I want to lay it so that I'll be able to create a continuation on each side here. So once I lay this down, I want to try not to move it. So you could, if you like, take a little piece of tape and hold that in place so that it doesn't shift on you. This, of course, is optional, but I like to do that when I'm doing mine. So I just have a little piece of tape here that I'll position on it. So the next step is, of course, to transfer your lines. So I'm just going to start tracing here using my pencil to hopefully transfer that on the other side. Of course, take your time, be neat, so that your design is accurate as you go. And I would check this as I go to make sure that it's actually showing up on my paper here. So I can see this outline. It's a bit faint there. See if I can zoom in for you so you can see that a bit better. But you see very faint lines showing here. Here's the shape that I just traced. And that's all I really need, is just an indication of where those lines are. So if you want to go back and apply more pressure, that might help. So that's what I'm looking for here. So I'm going to continue that as I go. The reason why I tape it down is so I can check on it and see, am I pressing hard enough? Are those lines showing up well, so that as I am working on this, it's transferring. So that's why I recommend that you tape it down so you can kind of see, am I being successful with that? That way you can pull it back up and just keep going. And there you can see my lines are starting to show. Okay, so you're going to do this for your whole design, and then you're going to readjust the placement of your paper so that it matches up on the side, so you have a continuous design.